Welcome back, Down the Line, episode 7, the best 10-minute sports show ever. I'm Trey Scott.
Ryan Pittman.
And let's get started. Big shout out.
Yes, sir.
Times have changed.
They
the
sure
people have heard me. I finally got my hat.
You
shout
sure
out. Go ahead.
Congratulations, man.
Thanks,
I had it a couple weeks ago, but you got yours. That P up there looks nice.
Man, Matt Beeman called me. And he said, look, man, I'm not going to let you do another show without wearing Parrot gear. He said, so come by. He told me to come by Thursday, and I couldn't make it. I finally rode by Monday today and got my stuff. Thanks for Coach Beeman and Coach Kravitz, because he was there too. We chopped it up with him. But, Ryan, I got a special gift for you. Well, for us.
Yeah.
Letha made some moves in the Southside for us. I got a clip for you. Let's go ahead and cut to that clip. Trey, even though you're much better looking than Ryan, we appreciate Ryan too.
Man, I know. Thank you.
So, no, this is from South Lenore. Please enjoy this gift from South Lenore Athletic Department for your upcoming shows. Thanks for all you do for all the athletes. And remember, you will always be welcome on the south of the river. Go Devils. That's from her. Thanks, Will. This is sweet. Which one's yours? Are they the same size?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. You know, I got a bigger head, so.
Oh,
I think there's like some soccer, some
I'm
football.
putting that one on today. I like that.
Got the.
Devil's football.
Yeah, that's nice. Boom.
Volleyball. Got a
Well,
long
I know
sleeve
that
too.
y'all up.
You know.
Oh, we're in there.
You know you're gonna have to wear all these though.
I like South Lenore
Yeah.
softball. And
It's not because I don't want to wear them. It's just because the Lord hasn't blessed me with a body that can wear them.
What do you mean? You can
Probably-
wear
I
that
can
shirt.
get it
Yeah,
out.
you
Yeah,
can
I
wear
can
that
get it out.
shirt.
Thanks again, Will.
Thanks, South Lenore.
And boom, just like that.
Nice.
Hey, Coach Madison Harvey's gonna love this. Hey, Will Harrell, you are the man. Thank you, dude. Aletha, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I mean everybody.
Yeah.
People, south of the river down there.
Yeah, man.
looking out for us.
We love our teams.
Oh yeah, 100%.
We love our teams. Green Central, South Lenore, North Lenore, Bethel, Parrot, Jones, and Kinston, of course.
Yeah.
Hey, man, we're fans.
Yeah.
We do our job first, but we love these kids. We're fans. Thank you for the gear. Let's go ahead and get into the show. All right. Before we get into the show, I'm still going to rep my Parrot with my South Lenore hat just because respect for Matt Beeman for hooking me up. All right. This Saturday, we got a track meet, the second annual Noose Noose Sports track meet. Check it out this Saturday. It will be at Kinston High. Okay? Also this week, we had a couple big hitters. South Lenore Carly Boone hit a grand slam versus Southwest Onzo last week, And Green Central's Riley Rapper hit a grand slam against Washington. Garrett Bird hit a 3-run home run versus Northside Jacksonville. Great job, guys. Ryan, what do you think about these heavy hitters?
I mean, I saw, talked about it last week, K Mixon at Parrot. It's exciting to see a long ball, whether it's softball or baseball. So congratulations, these, athletes.
I'm sorry, did I leave Kate out?
Well, we talked about him last week.
Okay, just want to make sure.
That was that tournament in Tarboro. But,
Okay.
It's always fun, especially in person, to see it. You get excited hearing about it,
you see between both pitchers, you see probably about 200 pitches.
Yeah.
And that one hit,
yeah.
you know it.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
gone.
it's gone.
When it's gone.
Yeah,
All
crack of the bat, baby, gone.
All right, let's go ahead and start the best 10-minute sports show of all time. Hitting the timer now. Let's go. All right, conference championship races, man. We got 3 teams that are really going at it right now.
Yeah, I mean, both sides. I mean, men and women. Softball field
5 teams. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
and the baseball field.
Yep. Starting off with North Lenore and South Lenore baseball. North Lenore is 8-0 in the conference. South Lenore is 5-2 in the conference. North Lenore's first. South Lenore's tied in second with a couple of teams. How do you see this planning out without giving too much detail? Because when we go North Lenore, South Lenore game day, we're going to talk more detail.
Yeah, so South Lenore, their 2 losses were to North Lenore and Southwest Onslow. It's going to come down to the end, I think, of this regular season. without getting too deep into it, it's still that loss to Southwest Onslow hurt the Blue Devils. But I mean, North Lenoir could drop a conference game. I mean, they have a tough schedule coming up, Trey, and that game next week could decide who wins that conference.
Yes, I totally agree with everything you just said, especially about the Southwest Onslow comment. I do think South Lenoir can make a run. I do think they're good enough to win the conference.
Yeah.
And I think I know they can beat North Lenoir. Will they? We don't know. And will South Lenoir get some help from the other conference team? That's what it's going to come down to.
Well, I mean, you're just looking at the schedule. We're going to talk a little bit, more in depth here. Friday night, the Hawks go to Southwest Onslow, where the Devils lost, to Southwest Onslow. It was down there in Onslow County. So, next show, we might have a different tune, but we'll see what happens.
North Lenoir versus South. This is probably the best one.
Oh yeah,
North Lenoir versus South Lenoir softball. North Lenoir 6-1. They're only lost to South Lenoir. South Lenoir 6-1, and it's going to happen on the last. As long as both teams wins, it's going to come down at Deep Run at South Lenoir, May 1st. Which the game did get moved. The South Lenoir softball game got moved. We'll talk about it to May 1st. We'll talk about that a little later. But talking about the game, I feel the exact same way it was, except for neither team needs help. North Lenoir can beat South Lenoir. We've seen that. Yeah. And South Lenoir beat North Lenoir. We can't predict this.
No.
It's
going to come down to, in games like this, you're like, who has the best coaching? Mm-hmm. I think both of them have very good coaching. I don't see – coaching to pitching to, the lineup. I don't see which team has the advantage, really. I mean, they're both very, equal teams. And, that matchup is going to win the conference. I want all of it.
And they're equal teams, but their makeup is a little different. North Lenoir's got hitters. And South Lenoir has pitchers with a well-rounded team.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump into the next one. Green Central versus Farmville Central. Green Central is 8-0 in the Eastern Plains Conference. Farmville Central is second with 7-1. Farmville has a really good pitcher, Trey Wilford. He's 3-0, 0.72 ERA. I mean, dude's only allowed 4 runs in 39 innings. This is about to get good. What do you think?
Yeah, I haven't seen a team yet that really has rivaled Green Central. I mean, every game that we thought, Green Central would be tested, they've come out on top. So it's going to be tough to beat a team twice, and they play them back-to-back, home and away. And, but I don't think Green Central has a problem. I mean, it also really depends on – you got to look at it now. We're 2 or 3 weeks left in the regular season. A lot of these teams are playing some non-conference matchups too. So you got to look at pitching. How do you – because, you can't – it's tough to pitch a guy – back-to-back nights. Well, you can't really because the pitch counts unless he pitches, fewer pitches. What kind of, what kind of rotation does Green Central put out there? Because they got some non-conference games coming up. So, I mean, I would like to thank Trey Williford, 3-0, 0.72 ERA. He's pitching at least one of those games, maybe both. So,
I don't see him pitching both. It depends on how the schedule falls. I don't have it right in front of me, but you hit it dead on, and I think that's where Green Central has the advantage. They have 2 aces.
Yeah.
North Lenoir has 1. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Farmville Central has 1.
Yeah.
North Lenoir has 3.
But North Lenoir has more than 1. Yeah.
No, Green Central has 2 aces. I will put my stamp on it. The 2 best pitchers in North Carolina. It could be arguably with even some of our pitchers, but they are awesome guys, awesome pitchers. Jumping into the matchup a little bit more, I think Green Central takes care of business, but they have to be aware of the rival.
Yeah.
The Farmville's going to come out for blood.
Yeah.
They did last year, too. And
those games are next week, next Tuesday at Farmville Central, Friday at Green Central. So, I mean, there is some time in between it. But, I'm just curious about the pitching matchup. And you know what Farmville Central really sends out there.
Mm-hmm. All right, quick. I need to mention our ladies, man.
Yeah.
Our
we talked about it a little
rock.
bit.
Yeah.
But, I mean.
Yeah. When I'm talking about our ladies, I'm not talking about my wife. Look, I know she rocks. I'm talking about North Lenoir and South Lenoir softball. They have talent.
Yeah.
They have talent. And they're young talent. Break this down. Looking at North Lenoir, dude, Bridwell, hitting 556. Let me rearrange. I'm sorry. Matty Rouse 731. Lakin Whitley 615. Haley Fowler 575. Bridwell 556. Wenzel 552. Hemby 529. Hatcher 441. Rawls 345. Like, bruh,
They're video game numbers.
that is crazy.
And you know what's crazy? Even more, sophomore, junior, sophomore. I mean,
It goes right down the line.
you know, it's
Then-
a young team.
Then on the other side of the field, you got freshman Riley Wade, leads the team in home runs with 4 and batting average 432. Sophomore Carly Boone for South Lenore leads the team in hits and hitting average with 436. And Mackenzie Herron is batting 300 and leads the team in triples and stolen bases.
Yeah.
We want to have
Freshman, sophomore, junior.
we're going to have great softball for years to
Yes,
come.
sir.
All right. Our next subject. Where'd my timer go? Okay. Green Central. Do they have what it takes to make a legit run?
Yes.
Okay.
I think they do. We just talked about it just a couple minutes ago. You know, I really don't see a weakness, you know, from my perspective. And you might have a different, kind of thought about that, but they've got the pitching, they've got the catching, they've got the coaching, they've got their bats come to life when they need to, they don't make errors or, bunch of errors or, stupid plays, stupid mistakes. I think they've got a run. They got a team that can make a legit run in the playoffs.
And I totally agree. I think they do. They have what it takes. But at the same time, you have to go on the field and play the game.
Yeah, they can't get, complacent. And we saw it in a couple weeks ago when they played Southside, right?
Yep.
We talked about it. That was a big, topic. They play Southside again coming up. I'm really curious to see, how they approach that game.
My thing I want to put my finger on is we know what we're getting out of Braden Burris. We know what we're getting out of Austin Hardy. We also know what we're getting out of Will Rappert. The supporting cast is the motor on this team.
Yeah, the bottom of the lineup has been huge for that team.
And throughout the season, it has kind of flamed out. They have to pick it back up.
Yeah.
They have to be a 1 through 9, 1 through 10. You don't want to pitch to this guy. He's got to get on. Everybody's going to do a job. They have to buy in. I'm sorry, they are bought in. They have to keep going. They have to keep going. Anything else on that?
I just real quick, how do you think they won the North Lenore game? That 2-0 game. What was really when you go back and kind of look at it, it was that supporting cast like you were talking about. The bottom of the lineup produced. They scored both runs. I think the 2 runs that were scored in that game. So I agree 100% with you. I think that they're in a really good spot, and I'm excited to see how they fare the rest of this year and in the playoffs.
All right, and I'm going to skip to this one right quick. Kinston lost to North Lenore 18-0. It wasn't as bad as it sounds. However, News Sports, which is us, we're getting backlash for even reporting the scores.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
So I saw the comments today. It kind of made me mad. And just to be honest, I'm the one who posted that picture. I was there at the game. And, the comment was, are we down or degrading another team by doing this?
30 seconds.
We are talking about high school athletes. Our job is to promote them, and that's what we're doing. And, the kids at Kinston, man, I was there at the game, and parents who were there, they could say the same thing. Them kids were having fun. This is a game. These kids are playing games. 1 out of every 200 baseball players makes it to the league. It's just these kids are having fun. I'm sorry if your feelings are hurt, but I don't have time for it.
Boom. That's it. But wait. The timer is out.
We're going to do something new.
Hey, man, we got extra innings.
We do.
We got extra innings.
We do.
This is a first. Here we go. We're going to extra inning, top of the 10th.
Yeah.
Here we are. New subject. Multiple softball teams are having girls missing games over volleyball tournaments, dance, and other out-of-school activities. What's your opinion?
We're at a time and age where I think there's not one focus for kids, especially high school age children. And, I mean, I think it puts the coaches and the teams in some tough spots, especially if your star player, your lead, person in the field is going to be out. But, I mean, this is also something that the kids have decided to do. So, I mean, selfishly, I hate it, but, I mean, I really don't have a problem with it. If that's what they're wanting to do.
Yeah.
Now, if you're telling me that they're being forced to do it, then I'm just like, I don't think you should be forced to do anything, but I mean, if that's what they enjoy, that's what they enjoy.
Now, do I have a problem with it? I absolutely don't. The kids need to go enjoy their life and do
Yeah.
what they want to do.
Yeah.
All right, now let's take a step back and think about it from a coach's perspective or a player's perspective. Say I'm the girl or the player that sits the bench behind the star player, and the star player plays all year long. And we get to this one game that's important, playoff game, and she's not there. Now all of a sudden I got to go in and play, which is great for me. But I'm thinking to myself the whole time, I've been sitting on the bench just so I can play at the end. And, I haven't been getting warmed up, I ain't been getting my reps, and we've been playing the athlete that ain't gonna be there at the end.
Yeah, well, and the thing about it is that girl isn't getting that chance, or that person ain't getting that chance because they're canceling games,
Yeah.
or moving games, or just not playing them. So, I mean, I definitely see what you're saying.
And I had two more points I want to make. And I'm on both sides of this because I've been a travel ball parent. I
Yeah.
get it. The first one is I've been a coach too. And you got to hold all players to the same standards. It's hard. It's hard to let a girl, I keep saying, let an athlete miss and the other athletes are not missing. And I'm not saying the coaches are not taking care of it. I'm not saying they're not handling it the right way at all. It's just a discussion we're having.
Yeah.
And I support, like I said, I support all girls. But at the same time, I understand the parents. The parents are putting $500 on this, $500. We got to go here. Done pay for this. Done pay for these lessons. Done pay for that. But at the end of the day, I believe high school sports should come first.
Yeah.
I believe that's a commitment that you make to join this team, try out for that team, and I believe that should come first, even though you've made a commitment outside. How many times have you seen a basketball player miss a high school game because he had an AAU basketball game?
I don't think I've ever seen it.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
And football too.
Yeah.
Shoot, baseball, I've never seen it.
Yeah. Well, and I think with that, the AAU is not scheduling around the basketball. And what we're seeing in this is there are girls right now who are playing high school softball, and there's dudes that are, boys who are playing high school baseball. And what's going on right now? Travel baseball, travel softball. They're not missing. You don't have any kid from Green Central missing a game. You don't have a kid from Green Central missing a Farmville Central game because they're going to play travel baseball. It's the other sports.
I want to add on to that. Also, you don't have kids that pitch in high school pitching on the weekend because of the respect of what they doing in high school, in their high school team.
Yeah, well, and man, we could go.
Yeah, we can go on.
We could go too many extra innings. It could be the longest game ever. But I mean, coaches have to. I understand it definitely puts coaches in a tough spot. But that respect is needed for the high school, for the travel, and but deep down, if the kids want to do it, I'm for it.
I'm with you there. At the end of the day, kids need to be kids. Kids need to have fun and enjoy their childhood. This is Trey Scott.
Ryan Pittman.
Down the line. We'll see you next episode.